I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. It was a lot easier making these types of videos in my flat. Unfortunately, I think there's going to be a lot more fitting stuff in here than actual whole golf clubs. Guys, how you doing? Welcome back to a brand new video. Simon down here at Sanford Springs Golf Club, and I've literally dragged this massive box and tour bag up this hill because this is the most, well, sheltered bit of the golf. Let me explain. As I was explaining, you can't hear a single thing I'm saying as it's blowing a gale. So you might have caught this little tour bag in the background. This is actually recently purchased, got this yesterday, £100. I'll show you the listing on the right hand side, in really good nick. As I say, seeing as every golf bag seems to be £50, £60, I thought for £100 it's quite good. I'm not too sure if I'm just going to sell it or actually just keep it for my collection, as I do need tour bags to store all the golf clubs. But I thought it'd be cool, show you guys, as well as obviously, well, fit everything that's inside this box. So here's the listing in question. Now this did say postage was available and I paid for postage, but when I actually pulled the trigger and it was newly listed, so I thought it'd go quite quickly. I saw a couple of photos. It just says Titleist TaylorMade, Cobra, Callaway, Nike. So it's premium branded irons, all 6 and 7 irons basically. There are some demo irons in there, and as I say, I can't really see all of them, so hopefully they're not all demo irons, as that obviously brings the value down. But it was collection only, and I only saw that in the notes, even though it did say postage was available, whatever. Anyway, so I paid 130 odd pounds, and she said, I'm really sorry, but it's collection only. I said, tell you what, if you can box them up, I'll sort the collection out. So overall, I paid 150 pounds for 35 golf clubs in total, and that's all I've seen. I've just basically seen these two photos. As you can see, there's some Nike, there's Callaway, Cobra. I think I've done well. £5 a club essentially is what I've paid. Okay, so here we have the contents inside. Unfortunately, I think there's going to be a lot more fitting stuff in here than actual whole golf clubs, which does bring the value down. That being said, I'm not that concerned, because the idea is that I do have a lot of this fitting equipment on the walls. I want old clubs, I want old heads, so when I have the studio, I can basically interchange different older models so that you can get a fitting for, let's say, Cobra, Fly-Z, whatever it is. You come, pay for the fitting, and then we have a look on eBay, see what is the closest possible match to that, and then obviously you're getting a relatively good club fitting and obviously a cheap per set of golf clubs. This is what I'm after. I'm after RBZ. This is one that I noticed was just a full club. 7 iron, R blades, as you can see there. So let's see how many of those I've got. As I say, if I just get 3 or 4, then that kind of pays for the rest. So I'm going to put the whole clubs at the front of the bag, demo clubs at the back. As I say, I think the whole club's obviously going to be tried, sold as replacements. I imagine people that just break their clubs whenever, or they need it reshafted, it's cheaper, £35, £30 just to get another iron for their set rather than getting it reshafted. So that's not a bad start. X2 Hot, TaylorMade R blades, for example. This is where I kind of got caught out, and this is where my probably, let's say, inexperience is, that because they didn't have like a hole in the bottom like the more modern day club fittings have, I thought these were just going to be whole clubs, which they're not, which is a shame. But that is a learning curve, and as I say, for £5 a club anyway, that's not particularly bad, especially as I want to try and kit out not just like modern stuff but older stuff. So there's a variety for anyone that comes for like a second-hand club fitting. If they want to go old school Nike, old school Titleist, whatever it might be. As I say, I find it quite difficult. This is probably the first actual bundle that I've found that sells like the whole, even if it said demo at £150 for 35 clubs, I still probably would have just pulled the trigger. Well, that's another whole club. That's quite nice. Nike Slingshot, that's a monster though, isn't it? That's literally like a hybrid, that is. Wow, interesting. I'd love to know what these sets are actually going for at the moment, because everything's so extortionate. The prices of everything is just outrageous. Razor, demo at the back there. Brand new grip we have here. Let's see if this is a demo or actual. The grip's brand new, the head's definitely not, however. Bit of rust on it. Oh, has that actually got the, how interesting. It's still got the sticker on it. Is that rust or is that just glue? I'm not even too sure at this point. Brand new grip. That is quite an old school Cobra head. However, Cobra's definitely gone on the up over the years, especially with the marketing. Again, because a lot of these, I just saw the heads, I was thinking, oh, if this, it would have been a fortune. Like, even if these had been like whole clubs and I sold them for £20 each, obviously that's £700, so that would have been a really good deal. But as I say, only need a few of these just to be normal irons, and obviously it pays for the rest. It's actually, they're all in really good condition. As I say, someone come for like a second-hand club fitting going, I really fancy the VR Pro combo irons. They're going for, hopefully by the time that everything calms down, for like £200, £150. Hopefully I have enough shafts and heads that we can play about and obviously get quite a true fitting. We've got some clubs here that haven't got like the stickers at the top. The stickers normally tell you what shaft. It makes it just easier for a club fitter to essentially just go through the bag. Okay, we actually do have a Callaway Razor Tour iron, all intact, in good condition. That's another one. So we're not doing too bad. Another couple, and I think we're definitely happy. Whether this is a win, well, definitely a win for me, but if someone else had got this, potentially might have been a bit of a loss. Big Bertha Callaway, is that ladies? It looks like ladies. Yeah, ladies, little iron there, Big Bertha. Probably in today's market going for about £120, one iron alone. Oh, we're on a roll now. We're on a roll now. Again, another one. Steel, burner. Okay, we're on the upside. This is starting to look somewhat promising. Also, the fact they're all 7s and 6 irons is a big bonus. If they're all 9 irons and 4 irons, it makes it definitely a bit tougher. And again, that's another one, Callaway Graphite. That's actually a really good club. Graphite in good condition, X2 hot, 6 iron. Absolute winner. Okay, better. I love the way at the start of this video I'm like, yeah, I wanted this to have my club fitting stuff in, which I do, I really do. Don't get me wrong, I do want to have club fitting stuff. I need it for the simulator long term, but it's also nice to know that I'm not a complete moron, an idiot when it comes to buying stuff off the internet. Again, another full club there. Makes the cleaning job a bit tougher later. Never mind. Back to the task at hand. Literally, I have no idea. It seems like the clubs that were put in first were the better of the bunch. Again, that's another fitting one, so that's Callaway Diablo. It's like going in a time capsule, this. I think this is literally just before I became a pro. A lot of these heads in terms of the fitting attachments, so obviously why. You can see it's kind of newer technology where they had the screw in the head rather than like that locking system, opposed to the ones where you screwed in. Ping's the only one that still has the screwing option when it comes to putting the clubs together, and it is a bit trickier just because you're not certain whether it is definitely tight or not, for example. Whereas obviously anyone that has a modern day driver now knows if you just click it in that you know that obviously it's ready and raring to go. Lovely little set of irons, these full set. I've had a few of these in the past with those Project X. Is that 5.5? Yeah, 5.5 irons. Had a few of those on the channel and come through. More demo clubs. It will be very interesting in a year, and I give it a year minimum, when I finally get to upload some second-hand club fitting on the channel for you guys, and have people come in with their modern day clubs that they've just bought off the internet because they thought the marketing was the bit that was going to help their golf, whereas actually it's the fitting process, opposed to getting something a bit older, potentially a bit cheaper, like I have to pay them for their clubs. That's a nice one, Callaway X Hot. Perfect. And I pay them for their clubs and they go away with a better set, even though it's older, hopefully just as good condition, but because the fitting's better, spin rate, you name it, better set makeup, they get everything that they want, and at the same time it doesn't cost them a thing to upgrade or downgrade, I should say, to make their game better. Another club there, so we're doing well. I think at the moment it's about 60-40 in terms of demo clubs and then just standalone clubs at the bottom there. So overall, really happy. Ah, yes, winner. Pro combo, not as a fitting attachment. Just what I wanted. Right, we're down to the last few. Let's see what we got. These are my last hopes here of getting clubs without fitting attachments because they don't have those little stickers in the bottom of them. That is a very old school club there. Nike Slingshot. That can go in the bag. And then last but not least, this tailor-made club. What we saying? Ah, winner. Absolute winner. TaylorMade Torpedo MC in literally immaculate condition, and again fixed, so that can definitely go in someone's set. And that's the last of them out the box there. Few Night Pro combos. I've actually, the good thing I like, this is obviously definitely come out of Pro Shop. There's obviously, well, I mean that sounds stupid to say because obviously who else is going to have fitting equipment? But you can see this was just a year, I want to say 2000, wait, when did I 10 Pro? 2011, I want to say this would have been a fitting equipment for. Around there, maybe a bit later because it's got some RBZ stuff as well. Anyway, that's them. They're all, as I say, thin equipment rather than actual fixed heads. But overall, as I say, most of the front stuff here is all attached. So that's really good. I think, I don't know, value-wise, probably double money, maybe 300 quid. Obviously, without selling everything at the back. I've got about 10 irons there, maybe a tiny bit more of clubs that are fixed and aren't demo stuff. And then there's probably 60% of just demo equipment, which I think I'm just going to hold on store for and then use that as a video idea going forward in the future. So guys, there you have it, something a bit different today from the regular stuff. Let me know what you think, obviously, of the find and the clubs that I got. A bit particular, I don't think many people out there would actually need or want this deal. This is basically purpose built for me. Guys, if you like this video, leave it a like, subscribe if you're new. Catch you guys later.